Our next stitch is open chain ribbing. As you can see, it's a ribbing pattern that has a little bit of lace on the knit 2 section of the purl. It's very stretchy both ways. The back looks much more like you can see the lace a little bit more easily on the back of this pattern than you can on the front. The front, you can see it here in the purl, in the knits, and then there's some purl stitches as well. It is a pretty easy to do ribbing pattern, and it can be done in a multiple of 6 plus 2, which means for this sample pattern I have done 32 stitches. For the example I'm going to be working on today, I have cast on 14 stitches, because that's a multiple of 6 plus 2. And it's a 4-row repeat. The first row is knit 2. You start with a knit 2. And then you're going to purl 4. And then knit 2 again. And purl 4. So we've got 2 repeats of this pattern for our example that we're going to be working on. Purl 4, and then you're going to end with a knit 2. Okay, that is the first row. Super easy. The second row, you're going to begin with a purl 2. So you're going to purl these purl stitches. So you're going to start purl 2. Then you're going to knit 2 together. And then you're going to yarn over twice. 1, 2. And then you're going to slip 1 stitch as if to purl, knit the next, slip the pass stitch over, slip stitch over, and then you're going to purl 2. Again, that is a knit 2 together. Yarn over twice. 1, 2, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, and then you're going to end with a purl 2. And that is row 2. Row 3, you're going to knit 2, knit 2, you're going to purl 1, and then you get to that double yarn over. You're going to purl 1 into the front and 1 into the back of the yarn over. And then you're going to purl another 1, knit 2, purl 1, and then when you get to that double yarn over, you're going to purl into the front and purl into the back of the second one. Then you're going to purl 1 more and knit 2. And your last row, row 4, you're going to purl 2. As remember, we're keeping up that ribbing pattern with the knits and the purls. Purl 2. And then here, it's instead of putting the yarn behind your needle, like through the needles, you're going to just push it over like that. So that's a yarn over needle. It's basically just getting from a purl to a knit with a yarn over. So you're going to yarn over the needle, slip one, knit one, pass the slip stitch over, knit two together, and then you're going to yarn over and then bring it to the front again to do your purl stitches. So you're going to purl two, and again, instead of putting the yarn between the needles like you ordinarily would do when you're switching to a knit stitch, you're just going to drape it over this needle, so that counts as a yarn over. And then you're going to slip one, knit one, pass the slip stitch over, knit two together, and then yarn over and move your yarn to the front and purl two to end. I'm going to go through this pattern one more time because it can be a little tricky. So we're going to start with a knit two and then a purl four, knit two. So I'm going to knit two, purl, purl four. You're going to have those yarn overs from row 4, 2, 3, 4, knit two, oops, you're going to purl four, three, four, knit two to end. You're going to start row 2. You can see how we're getting that nice ribbing pattern. You're going to start with a purl 2, and then knit 2 together, and yarn over twice, 1, 2, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, and then purl 2, then knit 2 together, yarn over twice, 1, 2, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, and you're going to purl 2 to end the row. Now we're on the wrong side, so we're going to start with a purl 2. I'm sorry, a knit 2. Knit 2. You're going to purl 1. And then you have your doubled yarn over, so you're going to purl 1 into the front, and then 1 into the back of the double yarn over. So you get a nice big hole, and then you're going to knit 1, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, then purl into the front and then into the back of that double yarn over, and then purl 1 again, and and knit 2. And then we have our last row coming up here. We're going to purl 2, purl 2, then you're going to push your yarn over the needle to the back, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, knit 2 together, and then yarn over and then move your yarn to the front for the purls, purl 2, yarn over the needle, slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over, knit 2 together, and then just move your yarn over and then move to the front and end with a purl 2. And you can see already you have your lacy ribbing pattern forming here like this. So, and that is it. It is open chain ribbing.